First of all, let me just thank Ted. Ted has been really terrific and instrumental in helping the state create some of our renewable energy goals. And while he was working with that, and then now Mark Glick, we can't do what we do in setting aggressive state's renewable energy goals without people like Ted. And thank you for your continued vision and service in continuing this line of work. So we can't thank people like Ted enough. And I know it pains Ted a little bit that this major project is for the Army, because as a Navy man with a huge big competition, Navy-Army game coming up, it pains him a little bit, but he will do what he needs to do to help our military families and partners, regardless of it being a major Army project. And mahalo for the U.S. Army Garrison for being here, and Island Palm communities. For the state of Hawaii, we've been talking about these type of systems for many years now. And as Ted mentioned, we can only do so much with single-family photovoltaic systems. And for our rental communities, for individuals who are in areas that don't have these type of system availability, for us to be aggressive in our renewable energy goals, we need large partnerships like the military partners here to help us fulfill the rest of our obligations and goals. In this situation, if we take a look at the state of Hawaii was the first state to set our bold agenda of achieving 100% renewable energy by 2045. And we can't do it without industry partners and aggressive goals and challenges and aggressive initiatives by partners, whether it's in the private sector or in the military. And if you take a look around our state, if you look at the Hawaii Island, they harness their natural energy through geothermal and wind and biomass. If you fly over Maui, you can already see the large-scale wind farms. And if you look at Kauai is already being very aggressive through their KIUC co-op, which has produced over 60% of its power from solar, hydro, and biomass. The problem with relying too much on photovoltaic is we still have to rely on HECO and the grid capabilities. And what we have here in Holohu is it's not just about photovoltaic. A lot of the systems that we have around the state, we have just kind of freestanding photovoltaic system without the solar storage capability. And what we have here is basically a standalone system where they can be independent of the grid and overloading our HECO grid system, which has to be updated anyway. So what the military partners and who is doing is really taking the next step into setting the stage for where different communities and different groups could try to replicate. And congratulations to you, Ted, and congratulations to the Army, congratulations to all the partners for being basically the pilot for us to replicate around the state. And if you take a look at around the state, we have different models, and the fact that this works is they started with a small pilot project just to see if it works. And a lot of times we have different initiatives that come on and we don't know if it's going to work. And in this situation, they started with a small pilot and just to test it out, and that's why it's almost a proof of concept of how successful this will be. For the Army families and the military families who will take advantage of this situation, it's a game changer for us to be able to reduce their energy costs, their utility costs. For us, we as a state struggle with cost of living, whether it's grocery costs, energy costs, utility costs, and for this project to be able to provide that opportunity for our military families, it's a huge. And mahalo to you folks. Mahalo to all the partners here. And I think that is signaling me to end because the wind is picking up even more. And I'm just very proud that together we are proving that innovation and sustainability go hand in hand. And thank you for everyone for being here. Mahalo nui. Mahalo.